Hello, everyone. It's an early morning for sure. It's
It it is morning.
it is
Yeah.
morning. It is 8:17, at least where we're from. And let me just say that waking up this morning, as much as I love JoJo, as much as I wanted to talk about this chapter, it was a pain. I also blame myself for playing Valorant last night a little too late. I think that didn't help in the slightest.
No, it definitely didn't help that I chose to wait till midnight to watch the finale of Mandalorian.
How was that, by
Uh,
the way?
kind of rushed, honestly.
Oof.
Yeah,
Rip.
that didn't really have big finale vibes. Um, yeah, that's a conversation for a different day. We're here to talk about JoJo. Uh,
Jojo.
yeah. Um, I think I already told you this, but to me, this chapter, after a whole month of waiting, felt a little short, and it's just like more setup.
Yeah.
Basically, I don't know. It felt like after waiting a whole month to see payoff, there was no payoff, and it's just more setup to something else.
Just more setup.
Yeah.
Yep. I would agree to a certain extent. I feel like this chapter, at least in particular, was very much about sort of like it's the calm before the storm,
Hmm.
because it's like, oh, we're gonna do the simple heist in and out, and then
Right.
then they start to realize, oh wait, that cat was a sand? Question mark? Question mark? Question.
I think the cat's a stand user.
You think
I bet
it's a stand user, not a
the
stand?
Well, yeah, I mean, we've met animal stand users before, but it is possible that the cat could be a stand or working with another stand user.
With another stand user. Watch, I was waiting for Araki to pull some bullshit where the cat sand would turn out to be like the final boss.
Final boss. That'd be kind of funny.
It's
Um,
like because Araki's known for like doing that, you know,
yeah,
just characters that you don't think are important, like having huge prevalence
yeah.
prevalence later
Also,
on.
yeah, I don't know. The cat. I mean, the second I saw the cat, and it just kept moving about, and people kept talking about it. I was like, okay, so this cat's gonna somehow be a stand user or somehow important.
I
Uh,
think what helped was
yeah.
them clarifying like that the attack with the plastic string
Hmm.
was something that was like in the path of the cat. So it's like too much of a coincidence for you not to like at first I thought it was
Yeah.
like Rohan's like security system stand. Like if he had like a new stand. But even him,
He doesn't
he doesn't
recognize the
even know what
cat.
this
Yeah.
cat is. So
So what
that
the
yeah.
fuck is up with this cat?
Yeah, it's like
Whose cat is this?
whose cat is this? So I actually have a theory. I think it may be a third party.
Hmm.
Like someone else who also wants to steal the diamond.
Hmm.
Um and that they're after it too, so they're also kind of going to interfere. That's just
Maybe.
my theory, just based on what we've been given so
A
far.
game theory.
A game theory.
I don't know. I saw one JoJo account I follow be like, "Yo, what if during this fight with the cat, Rohan accidentally dies, and that's the catalyst for the story?"
It's just Rohan's death.
Yeah, I think. And then they were like, "No, they probably won't, but it'd be really funny if they killed the character off that everybody claimed was their self-insert."
Yes. What would be really funny is if like imagine him dying
Hmm.
and then and then like their whole journey was like to like bury the body.
Yes,
It's a
somewhere on the islands of Hawaii. Um, yeah, again, not a lot happened this chapter. There's real
I will
but
say it was pretty funny though, looking at like the theories from last time, like the last chapter, when people were like,
it didn't
"Oh,
really.
Rohan's gonna stomp them out, like they're not gonna leave
Nah,
the mansion alive."
no, no, no. The cat took care of that for him.
Yeah, just a cat. It'd be pretty funny if they all like if most of them it's like a part was it a part 6 scenario where all of them die except for
Except for
Jodio
yeah,
because of the cat. That'd be pretty funny.
That'd be really funny.
Like they all
Like
get
within the first
murked
4 chapters, they all get fucking murked.
because of
Um,
this freaking cat.
yeah. Oh, what is it? Rohan, he loves to collect lava rocks and study them for some reason.
That's gonna come back to bite us
That's
in the
gonna
ass.
come back. And I get he had one of them in a safe.
Yeah.
Why would he do that? What is he planning? What was he cooking?
They're gonna pull some bullshit where it's like, oh yeah, the stands originated in the fucking volcanoes or
In
some
the
bullshit.
volcanoes of Hawaii. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Uh,
know, I see you, Araki. I know what you're gonna fucking do.
more Breaking Bad references.
More Breaking Bad references.
Yes.
They're minerals.
No,
Oh,
because it's what like the last 2 chapters had fucking Breaking Bad references because you had the I have to legally tell you I'm a cop thing. Then
yeah.
in this chapter you had the Beaker versus Flask thing.
Oh yeah. The lab. Which
Yeah.
I'm like, when I was watching that scene, I'm like, what was he cooking?
What was he cooking? Lava rocks, apparently.
Lava
Uh,
rocks. Yeah. Oh my gosh. It'd be an interesting theory if
what?
like the Araki pulls some bullshit where he somehow ties like the rock people to like it's not like the same, of course, because they're in Japan. One, two, they're like what like they grow through bees, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it'd be
Right.
interesting if the rocks were like a new type of species for the rock people, and they
That's what I
originate
was.
in the lava.
See, I was thinking, okay, this is somehow going to tie into the rock people. I have no idea how, but I could buy that. Like a new species of lava rock people.
Because I will say with the new trilogy of books or parts, the trilogy of parts. So
Hmm.
think about back to part 7, where it's much of the stands are more, I guess, nature focused, if that makes sense.
Hmm.
Where it's derived off the land and it's very specific to that. So you have like something like Sound Man. You have
Right.
something like Jesus the corpse, right? The whole
Right.
point of that is you have to go and it's like changing the climate and stuff. Part 8's kind of the same vein, you know. You have these rock people that are coming out like derived basically off of um you know, basically like coming out of the environment, you know, using literal bees to raise themselves and then blending into society. So I'm wondering if Jojolands kind of takes some inspiration off that as well.
Right.
But who
Oh,
knows? We may be completely off
we
the
may
mark.
be
You
just
never know
talking out
with
our ass.
Araki.
Yeah.
This is Araki we talk about. One day he's like, "Oh yeah, this could be the rock people," and the next he's like, "No, it's just a fucking cat with a stand."
Well, we'll have our answer in a decade. So,
Yeah. Or I have a better theory. What if they're just tripping balls? What if they're like on drugs themselves and the cat isn't a stand?
Rohan wrote in their faces, "You think you see a cat stand user?"
Yeah, so, something crazy like that. And
Yeah.
Hiraki just pulls the rug under us.
Yeah. Heaven's door.
Heaven's door. I was waiting for that. Like when Jodio was like, "Oh no, I think he's a stand user too." I'm just waiting for Heaven's door, and then
Mhm.
him to get like his thing changed. That'd be pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Jodio's amazing plan of ruin his iPad. Uh,
ruin his iPad. Okay, what are your predictions for what's gonna happen next?
um, I think we're gonna get a basically two-sided battle. One is I use battle in quotation marks for one of those because I think what's gonna happen is we're gonna see the three other members in the mansion having to fight the cat and find a way to escape. While at the same time, Jodio has to like stealthily distract and get Rohan away from the house while also not being caught.
I mean, that's a good theory.
Yeah.
Like, it's like poor Jodio's trying to like distract him. Like
Well,
continuing
also
to distract,
nothing
and
on
then
itself,
and then the
yeah.
other three are like fighting that cat sand,
Fighting for their fucking lives. Man.
screaming in pain. Ah!
I'm fighting for my fucking. Yeah. We
Yeah,
haven't
I
seen
mean,
that one
Araki's
guy.
literally like made one of what people like imagined in part 4 was the strongest stand user in all of JoJo, which was Jotaro and Star Platinum.
No,
And he's like, what if I just rat?
you're right.
So
No,
I mean,
no.
it's part of Araki's thing to be like, oh yeah, I could literally give this animal a stand and like fuck over the main characters like that.
But have we seen the stand of that one guy that's with them?
I
The
believe so.
the big guy with the hat.
I think we did. Was
I
he?
don't.
Didn't he
I don't.
duplicate the cameras?
No, not that guy. The other guy.
Oh, the other guy. Ah,
Yeah, I don't think we've seen his stand yet. So maybe we'll get to see his stand, and that'll be the one like really helpful against the cat.
or maybe his stand is the cat.
Oh, like a traitor?
Yeah. Or
No,
he's like,
I don't think so because he was also shocked by that.
okay.
As like,
Also, he's being attacked too. So
mhm.
yeah, I swear if they pull some bullshit like part 8 where it's like, oh yeah, it's a calamity, the calamity cat,
Calamity cat right up the bat. I don't know. I also
or Toru reincarnated.
if Araki wants to do the traitor arc, he better fucking follow through with it this time.
Yeah,
Because
no, leaving the team forever.
no Fugo shit. Because part 5, he had set it up. There was a lot of build up to it. And
It would have been heartbreaking, dude. It would have been heartbreaking.
You can see it when you go through part 5, all the shit he set up. Fuck, there's like some leftover stuff in like one of the fighting games where if you play as Fugo and you fight like a Bacchio Giorno and I think or no, my bad, Bucciarati Giorno and I think Mista, you get lines about him being a traitor. Like, so this shit was ingrained. And Araki is just like, nah, I'm kind of sad right now. Let's not do this storyline, even though I heavily set it up. And you can definitely feel that in the story.
Yeah.
But if he sets up a traitor storyline this time, he better fucking follow through with it. That was part 5's like biggest fault, was that the story suffered from him deciding not to do that.
Yeah, he's like, well, actually, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Never seen again. Wasted potential stand.
Yeah. But okay, but based on like what we've seen so far, do you think that they're potentially going to bring Gappy into the fold at one point in the story?
From what we've seen so far, no. I don't know how because last time I checked, I don't remember this. Gappy and Rohan aren't exactly like buddies shaking hands.
Well, Gappy, I don't think Gappy has even met Rohan, right?
Exactly my point.
Yeah. I just want Gappy. I want two JoJos in one part. That's all I'm asking for.
Listen, at most they both live in Morio together. They've seen each other.
Yeah. Well, my headcanon is Josuke 8 has also been fucking with
Your headcanon is what?
My headcanon is Josuke's also fucking with Josuke 8's also fucking with Rohan.
Mm-hmm.
In the same vein. I don't know. It's not Josuke 8's character.
Because I don't think we've seen two JoJos in a singular part.
See, I think it would go.
6.
I personally think it would go hard as fuck if Araki chose to make Gappy the quote unquote antagonist.
I mean, that's where I thought they were going with the Japanese man, but it was Rohan, which was honestly the more
it was a better reveal,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, for sure. But like, I don't know.
Rohan was like the one character no one fucking predicted. Ugh.
No, I don't know. I was just thinking like if they brought back Gappy, that would be pretty sick because, well, one, they could do the storyline where, like, you have two JoJos facing off each other because we've had JoJos like work together as allies. Like that's Jotaro and Josuke, right? Josuke 8. And I think to me the biggest fault in part I think 6, and I'm still bummed out about it, Araki, is you introduced Giorno, right? Then you introduced in part 6 the Sons of Dio. And you're telling me you couldn't have a cameo of Giorno in there. I'm not saying it has to have an integral part, but no Giorno.
Well, you see, Mitchell, it's very simple. Him and Mista were at Disney World.
Okay, fair. I'll buy into that headcanon. I don't know. I just think it'd be really fucking cool if like Gappy is like the final boss, and it's like, fuck the spin. Get down.
Oh, get ready to spin.
Get ready to spin. Remember that? How there was what 100 chapters of just the spin.
Yes.
It's like what is the spin? And then he just spins his bubble, and it's like, wow, we did it.
Dude, spin is the new Hamon. It was like very important a while ago, but
it literally doesn't mean anything now. And now they're talking about the mechanism, and I'm like, what is that?
The fuck is the mechanism? Yeah. I'm telling you, it's the new Hamon. It was like incredibly important, and you invested so much time into like learning about it, and then like almost immediately once the villain was defeated, it was no longer important. It doesn't matter, and it's kind of just an afterthought. It's a footnote at best.
Yeah, and like, yeah, I mean, yeah, it was, but I think, based on how the story is going, because there's a line I saw someone said this, right, where it's like, this is like the calm before the storm, right, or something like that. There's like a line in like the earlier chapter. I think it was 2 chapters ago, right?
Yeah.
When he's talking about like the heist that they're about to pull.
Yeah, all the way back in like chapter 1.
Yeah, chapter 1. So based on that information alone, I think that they're gonna pull, like, personally I was crushed by what happened in part 8 at the end, because a lot of shit went down and a lot of people ended up dying.
Yeah.
Like the sister died, the assistant died, right? What was his name?
Fuck.
The farmer too, right? That was working.
Yes.
The employee. Yeah.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. But everybody did.
Yeah, like I was expecting them to bring back people, but they're like, no, they're fucking dead. Everyone's dead. So I'm like, part 8 repeat. Is Araki really gonna like make us fall in love with these characters even more, only to rip them away again?
Maybe. Actually, yeah. Why maybe? The answer is yes. He does that in every. That motherfucker has done this since part 1. Like, oh, you thought your boy Jonathan won? Oh, no. Dio is still very much around, and now he's going to kill Jonathan. Jonathan dies after you had to watch the Pelly die, a couple chapters ago. No happy life for Jonathan. It happened in part 2. He dropped a fucking rock on Caesar. Part 3, you lost both Abdul, Iggy, and Kakyoin at the end in the final fight against Dio and his henchmen. Like, they made it to the mansion. Actually, no, it didn't happen in part 4.
That's the only time it doesn't happen.
That's the only time it doesn't happen. Oh,
okay, I'll say this. I was
really.
Wait, no. Kira does kill that kid.
Yeah, but he comes back. Okay, yeah, Kira kills them a couple times, but time rewind. Part 5, you lose Abakio, Narancia, and Bucciarati all in the span of a day.
Bucciarati still hurts. Yeah, I watch that scene and I'm like, no, get away from there, no.
Yeah. Part 6, okay, yeah, that one also has time travel shenanigans, but it's
depressing as fuck.
It's still depressing because you're on the same level with Emporio. You watch them brutally die.
And Emporio is the only one who knows what happens.
Yeah. So you have that like emotional anchor to everyone. I do mean everyone dying. But you don't get Foo Fighters back. Foo Fighters is still gone. Rip best
Araki's
girl.
like, fuck Food Fighters.
Rip best girl, honestly.
No,
But
what
yeah.
what if Food Fighters comes back in this part and is the villain?
Oh fuck. I mean they're on an island. There's plankton in the
I mean, they could do that.
sentient plankton villain? Perhaps.
Another one?
Hashtag bring back best girl.
Yeah. But anyways, any last thoughts? Because we're at 20 minutes.
I don't know. There wasn't really a lot to. We really had to stretch out content for this one. Not a lot happened. They made it in. They made some jokes about lava rocks and beakers versus flask. They found the diamond. A cat attacked them. Jodio had to distract Rohan. That was the chapter. Not a lot.
I mean, it's a lot. I would just say in terms of what we wanted, basically nothing. Like we didn't get the Rohan fight yet.
Again, it was more setup.
Yeah, more set up the calm before the storm. Like, watch in the next chapter, Araki's like, okay, what if I just kill off Jodio? Watch me. He could pull some bullshit like that. But yeah, I don't know. I thought this chapter was, for what it did and set up, I think it was good. I just feel like this is gonna be like a mini arc before, like, of them like messing around with the fucking cat before like shit hits the fan, and they like end up fighting like the final boss or whatever.
All right.
But yeah, I don't know. That's just what I think.
Hey, it is what it is.
It is what it is. Anyways,
It is what it is.
thank you all for listening in. We're at 21 minutes now, almost 22 minutes. So, thank you, Indomitable, for doing this collab with me. We love Jojolands. Very fun, very fun.
We love Jojolands, yeah.
I would say this is on track to being one of my favorite parts already. I mean, you have Breaking Bad references, you have drug dealing, kids, and
Is that what happens?
yeah, I mean, Araki somehow manages to raise the bar every time. So very cool, very cool.
Never ceases to amaze me, honestly.
Never ceases. So thanks for listening in, and we'll catch you later. Peace.
Peace.